feeling the exact moment that they realized that they were dating an idiot.
Well, that happens.
One person said, quote, they put shrimp in my food just to see if I'm really allergic to seafood or if I'm just being dramatic.
Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Wahpeton Baseball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Action Realty, Builder's First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, and the Wilkin Drink and Eatery. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome back to the iconic John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7 FM. We're streaming this game live at our YouTube channel. That's KBMW News Live. Happy Thursday, everybody. It is a beaut out here. Pushing 80 degrees for the high today. Sunny and calm. Wahpeton Post 20 having senior night tonight for their American Legion baseball players, and they're hosting West Fargo Vets. It is the East Region regular season finale for Wahpeton. Coming off two of the worst losses in several years for the program. I mean, you'd have to go back to see scores like this. Wahpeton went to Castleton on the 15th. That was Monday. They lost 0-10 and 1-11. Wahpeton 21-4 entering those games, so kind of a shell shocker. And yeah, they walloped Wahpeton. So no disrespect meant, but you know what? These Post 20 boys, they can handle it anyways. They expect a better product, and I think we're going to see that tonight. They know all about bouncing back. They got a chance to end the regular season on a high note heading into the East Region tournament, which will be next week, the 24th through the 27th at Jack Williams Stadium in Fargo. So let's take a look at those scores from Castleton. 0-10 again, the first game. And Wahpeton only had 2 hits in that game. Caden Kappas started. He went 4 innings on the bump, 8 hits allowed, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. All 3 of those earned runs came in the very first inning. Aiden Hayek came in relief. He was also hit hard, 6 hits allowed in just 1 inning, 4 earned runs. Avery Malmy came in 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 unearned run. He had a strikeout and a walk, so that stretched his scoreless streak to 4 innings on the season. And for Castleton, Braden Mitchell on the mound, 6 innings, 2-hitter, no earned runs, 9 Ks, 3 walks. So Mitchell shutting down Post 20. They go into the nightcap against Castleton. And it was Jaden King on the bump, and for the second straight start, he gave up 10 hits, 3.1 innings pitched, 8 earned, 5 Ks, 3 walks, and then Malmy came in. He was cruising through an inning and 2/3. Then he got tagged for a couple runs, so Avery Malmy's final line was 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 Ks, and 1 walk. Again, 2 hits. So Wahpeton 4 hits in the doubleheader against Castleton. Very uncharacteristic. This is the Miller Realty postgame show. Thank you, Miller Realty, for helping us out here, providing our radio coverage of today's game on B92.7 FM. Let's take a look at the standings for the East Region. As I said, these will be the final regular season games for Wahpeton. Devils Lake, they're done. They've clinched up the 1 seed. They're 15-3, 1-1 with Wahpeton this year, pair of close games. Wahpeton is right now in the 2 spot. They're 11-5. The West Fargo Aces are right behind them at 10-5, 1-1 against Wahpeton. Wahpeton has the tiebreaker. Kindred is 10-8. Wahpeton has the tiebreaker there as well. Castleton is 8-10. So they outscored Wahpeton 21-1, and they're not even going to finish the regular season with a 500 record. And the Bombers, who played Wahpeton twice, very close. Wahpeton won both of those games by 1 run up in Fargo, where the East Region tournament's going to be played at the Bombers' home field. They are 9-7. Valley City 6-12. The Jets and the Vets are 6-9. So the Vets, a respectable record here, coming into tonight, a couple games under 500 in the region. And then the Comets are lagging behind. They are 2-16. They are also done with the regular season. So Wahpeton, a good chance to lock up the number 2 seed tonight in region play. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Miller Realty pregame show. Oh my gosh, excuse me, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. getting them mixed up again. Last time we swapped them around, but this is the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, home of the French onion steak sandwich, a tradition of good taste and company. We will get to the Miller Realty postgame show, hopefully after a couple great baseball games tonight. Let's take a quick break here to identify some of our sponsors, and then we'll get back to John Randall Field for this East Region doubleheader. Wahpeton Post 20 versus the West Fargo Vets. I'm Robert Wannick on B92.7 FM.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
As we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the singing of the national anthem, and Amy Frauenberg will be singing our national anthem tonight.
All right, folks, we're going to stay here for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, folks, that was Amy Frauenberg, Lemoore native, giving an amazing rendition of the national anthem. Don't see that very often. Don't hear that very often at American Legion Baseball. That was absolutely tremendous. Thank you, Amy. We're going to get into the ball game here. The West Fargo Vets visiting Wahpeton Post 20, senior night for Wahpeton Post 20. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups. Let's start it off with Wahpeton. Your home team is going to go Caden Kappas leading off, playing short. Aiden Hayek in the two-hole playing third. Jackson Fleeflet, he's batting third, and he is catching. Jaden King's your cleanup man. He's out in right. Skylar Blado dropped down to the 5 spot. He's playing second base. Braxton Pauley is your pitcher, batting in the 6 hole. Eli Kappas, he is designated hitting, batting 7th. Cooper Klosterman over at first. Josiah Brewer rounds out the lineup, and looks like he is playing left field, and Miles Hinckley is playing center field. So that's how Wahpeton is going to go today. Your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups. And coming up to the plate for the West Fargo Vets, we have Owen Haugen playing third base, wearing number 5. So he's playing position 5 and wearing 5. In the 2-hole, Jack Davies, he's pitching, wearing number 12. Carson Wilkie is batting third. He's catching, wearing number 3. Tate Herman, he is playing first base, number 24. Number 9, Ryan Camarillo, he is playing left field, In the 6th spot, we got Bryce Nelson. He's your right fielder, wearing number 8. Jordan Clemenson will bat 7th, play second base, wearing number 6. Braxton Horde is wearing number 23. He is playing center field. And Jacob Scholand is your shortstop, wearing number 4. Your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups. And we're ready to rock here at John Randall Field. Dare I say, the best weather day of the season. About 80 degrees here. A little bit of a breeze. We got the windows open. No need for air conditioning today, as we're ready to get going. East Region, North Dakota, Class A American Legion Baseball. I'm Robert Wanick from the iconic John Randall Field. Braxton Pauley on the mound for Wahpeton. Pauley into the windup, right-handed delivery over the top. First pitch is one hopped to second base. Skylar Blado makes the easy throw to first. One pitch, one out. Time of the first pitch is 5:30 on the dot.
Your pitcher, number 12, Jack Davies.
Jack Davies coming to the plate. West Fargo Vets pitcher. Braxton Pauley shakes off one sign, says yes to the second, and he enters the windup. Ball is outside. Umpire behind the plate is Craig Peterson. Superintendent Craig, good to see you out there. Down the first baseline, we have Reed Johnson. Good to see you too, Reed. Local educator. Does a lot of work at St. Mary's, as that one is lined past Caden Kappas at shortstop for a base hit. So Davies reaches on a base hit. 3 pitches. First one was a ground out to Skylar Blado. And Jack Davies comes through with a single to the left side. West Fargo Vets have the first base runner of the evening. You can check out our Post 20 docuseries. The boys are back over on kbmwnews.com under the videos tab. Get a little background on this team. Episode 3 is coming out real soon. I'm cramming a bunch of games into that one, so that's why there's been such a delay, folks. As Paulie sets out of the stretch, delivers a ball just off the plate. Looked like a cut fastball. Wahpeton wearing the gray vest with the red undershirt, red hat, gray pants. Looking sharp today. Reaching deep into the wardrobe for senior night. 1-0 pitch. Off the handle. Fouled back onto First Street. Bounces right over the B-92 mobile. So the Vets coming into this game 6-9 in region. Looking to pick up some big wins here. As Paulie paints the black on the outside corner with a fastball. Jumps ahead in the count 1-2. At the plate, Wilkie. 1-2 from Paulie. High fastball gets the chase, and that's been his bread and butter as a strikeout pitch. Climbing the ladder, Braxton Pauley out number 2 via strikeout.
Up next, your first baseman, number 24, Kate.
And Wahpeton just trying to get back to post 20 baseball, baby, after a couple lapses in Castleton. Something that we don't see from post 20 very often, giving up double-digit runs in both games. 2 outs, top of the first inning. Pauley's fastball misses just inside, and Jackson Fleeflet threw to third base, but there's only a runner on first, so I'm real confused about what happened. There's a runner on first base, ball low, and Jackson Fleeflet, the catcher, threw it over to third base. Maybe he didn't want to hit the batter or something, throwing it back to the pitcher. But anyways, Paulie delivers, and that one's fouled into the net. So a strange sequence there. You can check it out on our YouTube page, KBMW News Live. But we're back to playing now. Herman at the plate. your cleanup hitter for West Fargo Vets. Big lefty. Slightly open stance, crowding the plate. He takes a fastball just off the plate inside, about belt high from Pauly. Gets ahead in the count, 2-1. So Pauly trying to take care of Herman here and get out of the inning. We got a runner on first base, 2 down. Out of the stretch. Up and out. Moves the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. West Fargo wearing the orange tops. Green shoulder patches on those tops. Gray pants. Green hats. Green helmets. 3-1 delivery from Pauly. That one does catch the belt and the inside corner. We're going to have a full count here. 2 down. Runner will be moving on the pitch. A little bit of showdown here right away in the first inning, and Pauly does a little pickoff throw to first base, mixing up the cadence a bit. He did get a Valley City runner on the pickoff his last time out. Complete game victory for Pauly in that one. And we're ready for the payoff pitch. Pauly goes to first again. Not afraid to throw it over. This Wahpeton team does a lot of work on pickoff plays, more than you typically see at this level of baseball. Even a little bit of design stuff in their back pocket. Count is 3-2. Pauly gets a sky-high pop-up on the infield grass. Camped underneath it is Cooper Klosterman right on the foul line. About 65 feet down the line, he makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. Braxton Pauly gives up 1 single, 1 strikeout, no runs. 0-0. This is Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball. They're hosting the West Fargo Vets. We'll be right back as Wahpeton grabs the bats for the bottom of the first inning on B92.7 FM.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. I would like to let you know about our DEF fluid. Whether you're looking for a 2.5 gallon jug or a 275 gallon tote, we've got you covered. You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your DEF needs are, we're here to help.
One half inning complete here at John Randall Field. Braxton Pauly holds West Fargo Vets scoreless. He gives up a single. He gets a strikeout. Gets a ground out to second base and a pop fly to his first baseman. And Wahpeton will take to the plate, led by Caden Kappas, your leadoff man. Trying to get on top here early. 21-6 Wahpeton Post 20 team, number 2 in the East Region. Devils Lake has clinched up that number 1 seed heading into the East Region tournament. Jack Williams Stadium next week, the 24th through the 27th. We'll be there. And we got our friend Madison Nelson Gira filming those games for the Post 20 docuseries that we're doing at kbmwnews.com. Under the videos tab, Nelson Gira, an absolute amazing talent behind the lens. He will be filming those games for us, and I'll be up in the booth bringing you the call. First pitch on the way to Caden Kappas, and he takes a fastball at the knees. Strike 1. Jack Davies on the mound. 3/4 delivery, takes a little bit off that pitch, and it just misses the inside half. Count is 1-1. Davies, the righty, comes set in the windup, glove resting, belt high, hits Kappas. And my, oh my, Caden Kappas is trying to set a world record this season for hit by pitch. We've said it all year long, but it is unbelievable how many times this guy has been beamed. Must be made of steel or something. Pull up the numbers for you here. On the season, Caden Kappas has now been hit by pitch 22 times, folks. Almost once per game. Pitch is on the way outside to Aiden Hayek, who's been moved up in the lineup to the number 2 spot. Trading spots with Skylar Blado, who dropped down in the order. Both guys having a good season. But Aiden Hayek has been Mr. Clutch this year for Post 20. Swings through a high fastball, 1-1. Take a look at Hayek's numbers. 26 games played, 84 plate appearances, batting .328 with a .470 on-base percentage. A little bit of pop in that bat. He's got 2 triples, 14 RBIs. 1-1 count, Davies. Hayek squares around to bunt. Third baseman is coming up. And Hayek is going to lay it down. Third baseman makes a nice snag on it. He'll get Hayek, but the sacrifice bunt works, and Kappas gets to second base. So the third baseman came charging up so close to the plate, and the bunt had a little sauce on it, and he was barely able to snag it. It almost snuck by him for a hit. So nice play by the West Fargo third baseman. As I familiarize myself here with the West Fargo lineup, I'll get you that name in just a second, folks. Caden Kappas is on second base. Third baseman is Haugen. So nice snag by Haugen. Jackson Fleeflet at the dish. First pitch is a beautifully placed fastball in the outer half, strike 1. Fleeflet finally took the lid off the home run category the other night versus Valley City when he hit a 2-run shot to left field that held up as the only runs for most of the game. Wahpeton tacked a couple more on late in a 5-2 win. He takes ball 1 off the plate. Jackson Fleeflet, of course, tearing the cover off the baseball once again. It's a yearly tradition for the young man who plays all of his games at catcher. 1-1 to Jackson Fleeflet. Curveball bites, gets Fleeflet guessing, and it's right down the middle for strike. 1-2. So Davies up in the count on Jackson Fleeflet. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 looking. It's a cutter at the knees on the inside corner. Not much you can do with that pitch, and it's a backwards K. So good work by Davies to get a dangerous hitter out there in Jackson Fleeflet. Fleeflet, who has 17 extra base hits on the season. So now we have 2 down, and Jaden Big Bird King at the plate. 6'4" righty digs in. First pitch from Davies. Chop to the right side. Second baseman, chest high hop. Easy relay to first, and that will do it for the first inning. West Fargo Vets and Wahpeton are scoreless through 1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick, and I'll be right back on B92.7 FM. It's senior night for Wahpeton, and it's also their East Region regular season finale. This is Post 20 Baseball.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to JR. If you're new to this and you don't know what that is, you should. It's John Randall Field in Wahpeton, home of the defending Class A American Legion state champions, Post 20. They're wrapping up the regular season tonight with senior night, a doubleheader versus the West Fargo Vets. We're about to start off the second inning here. Scoreless ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick. Thanks for hanging out tonight on B92.7. Post 20 is 21-6 on the bump tonight. Braxton Pauley, young man's having a fine season. He's 3-1. First pitch of the inning, flared out to right field. It's going to be a Texas League single. Braxton Pauly's ERA on the season, 1.75. His walks and hits per inning pitched, even better, 1.10. Not a huge strikeout pitcher. He relies on soft contact, a .234 batting average against. Likes to use that high fastball as his chase pitch. So West Fargo Vets start off the second inning with a single by Camarillo. And the bunt attempt from Nelson is fouled back into the net for strike one. Hayek, a nice job sniffing that one out and charging at third base. Nelson, the lefty, up. Looked like he tried to bunt that one down the third base line. So a true sacrifice. He's not trying to pull it with him for a pull bunt attempt like Ichiro would back in the day. And he's not going to bunt on the second pitch. Ground ball to Kappas at shortstop. He bobbles it. He won't get the out at second. And they won't get the out at first either. So the E6 breaks up a potential double play ball. And it looked like Kappas got a little too quick with the hands there. I don't know if he was trying to glove flip it to Skylar Blado at second or if he was trying to take it to second base and touch it himself. But at any rate, 2 on, none down in the second inning. Pauly working out of the stretch. Slide step home. That's a bunt. It's up in the air. It's over towards the Wahpeton dugout. No one will get it. So Wahpeton, nobody down here. 2 runners on, but the Vets struggling to get their sacrifice bunts down. This is Jordan Clemenson. Corners are up for Wahpeton. Regular depth up the middle. They run a pickoff play. They throw behind the runner. Bang, bang play pops out of the glove of Skylar Blado. Would have been close. Caught the Vets off guard there, and the runner didn't even slide. You always got to be careful when you're on the bases against Wahpeton. Coach Kappas and Coach Hawker, they got some tricks up their sleeves. Pauly takes a look at second base. Slide step home. Clemenson shows bunt, but the pitch is way up in the zone for a ball, and he pulls it back. So count is 1-1. Pauly's going to take a little gander around the mound here after losing control of that pitch. Not out of this count, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pauly comes set. Another bunt attempt. Foul again, so 3 straight foul bunts for the Vets. This time, it's a costly one. It's the second strike of the at-bat. Beautiful, beautiful night here to be playing a baseball game for these post-20 players on senior night. Pauly, 1-2 count. Delivery, fastball, outside. Swing and a miss. Second K of the game for Braxton Pauly. He hit his spot with that one just off the outside corner. Just off the swing plane of Clemenson for a strikeout. So we have 1 down here in the second inning. Pauly will try to force another grounder after a potential double play ball earlier in the inning resulted in an error. Runners on first and second for the Vets. Another bunt attempt. That one is fair. Pauly fields it. He spins and throws to third. Not in time. A for effort, Braxton Pauly trying to get the lead runner, but he did have plenty of time to get the man at first. Spin and throw about as hard as he could to Aiden Hayek there. That's got to be a tough ball to catch for the third baseman. There's about 15 yards separating Pauly and Hayek, and he just whipped that sucker at him. Runner beat the ball there anyways, and the bases are loaded. Bases juiced. First pitch from Pauly is a ball. Pauly comes set. Delivery just above the belt. Pauly can't get the call. Kind of looks away in disgust there, and Jackson Fleeflet is going to head out to the mound for a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. Calm his pitcher down. A ground ball here could get them out of the inning. Strikeout would go a long ways too. So we're 0-0 now in the top of the second inning. 1 down. West Fargo Vets have runners on first, second, and third. Braxton Pauley with his 1.75 ERA on the season, trying to get out of a jam here. The inning started off with a single to right field, an error at shortstop, and then a bunt back to Pauley. He tried to get the lead runner at third and did not get the throw there in time. Pauley steps off the back of the rubber, gets into the grass. He's going to lick his fingers, try to get some good spin rate on his next pitch here. It's a big one, 2-0 count. Looked like a changeup at the belt, inside corner, strike one. That's the thing about Pauley. He's a true pitcher, through and through. He knows how to tinker with his selection and his spots out there. 2-1 count. Foul ball down the right side, out of play. Sends Torrey Hockert running for cover. Good reflexes. She thought about chasing down the foul ball, but this little kid out there has got speed, and she had second thoughts. So back to the mound. We got a 2-2 count. Batter calls for time. Scholand at the plate, playing shortstop, wearing number 4. 2-2. Righty on righty. Delivery from Pauley is a curveball, fouled back onto First Street. Right over the top of the press box. Jacob Scholand did not miss that pitch by a whole lot. West Fargo Vets trying to break this open in the second inning. Braxton Pauley trying to work his way out of trouble. 2-2. Pauley, delivery to Scholand. Misses up and in by the elbows. We have a full count. One down, infield fly rule is in effect. Here comes the payoff pitch. Grounded up the middle to Kappas. Candy hop, chest high. He touches it. He fires to first. Cooper Klosterman reaches up in the air and snags it. Inning-ending double play. Caden Kappas to Cooper Klosterman, and that's a 6-3 double play to end the top of the second inning. We're scoreless. Wahpeton Post 20 versus the West Fargo Vets. Post 20 coming up to bat in the bottom of the second, right after a word from our sponsors on B92.7 FM.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for Wahpeton Post 20 Senior Night East Region Regular Season Finale. Braxton Pauley worked out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. In the top of the second inning, gets an inning-ending double play. Caden Kappas made an error earlier in the inning, redeemed himself. Got a high hop at shortstop, touched second, and threw it over to first base to end the inning. That brings up Braxton Pauley here to start the bottom half of the second. It brings up Skylar Blado to bring up the bottom half of the second. Two very different hitters, mind you. Blado up 2-0 in the count. Inside-out swing, and he fights that one off towards the second baseman. Oh, no. So Skylar Blado fought that one off the handle to shallow right. The second baseman got it. Overthrew first. Blado turned towards second, and the catcher backed up the overthrow and threw behind him and threw him out. So Skylar Blado, the cardinal mistake there, turning to the left and making a move towards second. That made him an eligible runner to be tagged out. And a very heads-up play by the West Fargo Vets catcher to back up the overthrow from the second baseman to the first baseman, as that one looked like it hit Pauley in the back on the nameplate, but apparently not. He's going to stay in the box. Great play by the catcher, Wilkie. Get the first out of the inning there for West Fargo. Now Braxton Pauly's up. Check swing tapper to the second baseman. He'll have a chance to get the first 2 outs of the inning. And Clemenson does just that. Well, I guess he got a little bit of help on the first out, which would go down as a 4-2-3 put out. So Eli Kappas is up at the plate, designated hitting, and I had my little boy Eli up here in the press box before the game. His first time at John Randall Field, watching the big boys take BP. He's 6 months old, so he didn't have much to say, but I'm sure he loved it like everybody else. 0-1 to Kappas. He takes outside. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Eli. Big hack at that one, and he swings right through it. 1-2. Kappas scored on a squeeze play from his brother against Valley City, and he also had an RBI single. 1-2 to Eli, and that one zips by the face, right by the shield he's got on his chin. He was hit in the face earlier this season, and that's why he wears that. Almost happened again there. 2-2. That one high. Looked like Davies was running off the mound, thought he had an inning-ending strikeout there, but it was just above the belt. Payoff pitch on the way to Eli Kappas. Looking at an outside fastball on the corner, strike 3. That ends the inning. So Wahpeton goes down scoreless, and we are scoreless through 2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This is Post 20 Baseball versus the West Fargo Vets, and I'm Robert Wanick here on B92.7. Stick around. I'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
All right, back to the baseball. Braxton Pauly delivers the first pitch of the top of the third inning, and it's ball. Wahpeton and West Fargo Vets here 0-0 after 2 complete on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick. Thanks for tuning in to B92.7. 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner from Pauly to Fleeflet. Your batter from West Fargo is Owen Haugen. 1-1, bell tie leg kick from Pauly. Strike 2, cutter on the outside half. So Wahpeton had a chance to get going last inning, but Skylar Blado turned the wrong way on an overthrow to first base, and he was tagged out trying to make his way back to the bag. 1-2 from Pauly. Chase pitch way over in the other batter's box. Haugen won't bite on that one. Count is even at 2-2, and as Coach Kappas always says, win your evens. Pauly, delivery straight over the top. That one hit to right field. Jogging over is Jaden King. To his right, makes the catch. So Braxton Pauly, pretty efficient work here. And that'll bring up Jack Davies. So we'll have a pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Davies having a nice start on the mound. 2 innings, 2 Ks, no hits. Nice tight curveball there from Pauly. Works its way back into the inside corner on the righty for a strike. 0-1 offering from Braxton. Chop to third base. Hayek knocks down the short hop. Strong throw to first. Just a little bit low and a little bit late. We'll see how the scoring goes on that one. Chopper over to third base. Took a little bit of a short hop on him. Guessing that's an error. But nonetheless, Davies helps his own cause by getting on first. One down. runner on first base. Pauly comes set, takes a peek. Curveball, chest high, ball 1. So Pauly did a good job getting out of a bases loaded nobody out jam. Now he's got a runner on first with 1 out. That one fouled back. Out of play. 1-1 count. So we don't have any official scoring on the board yet on that last play, but I'd say that's probably an E5 on Hayek. Chopped over to him, knocked it down. Throw was a little bit low as Pauly fires a strike. Up in the count, 1-2 here. Number 3 hitter, Wilkie. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Decent lead at first base for Davies. Swing and a miss. And the number 3 hitter, Wilkie, is a strikeout victim for the second consecutive at-bat. Good work by Braxton Pauly to mow through the heart of the order here. So Pauly's got 2 down now, runner on first base. Your lefty cleanup hitter is at the plate. That is Hermanson. Pauly checks first base. It's off the glove of Klosterman, and Davies is going to get into second base standing. It didn't look like too bad of a throw, but Klosterman had some trouble handling it, and he's popping his fist into his mitt right now. It's one you got to have over there. Help your pitcher out. Just got off the webbing. So it's going to be another error on Wahpeton, their 3rd of the game. Fastball, outer half to the lefty, catches the corner. Braxton Pauly, 2 outs. Trying to get out of the 3rd inning and keep this a 0-0 ball game. That one just does miss outside. Count is now 1-1. Braxton Bubba Pauly entered the game with a 1.75 ERA, 1.10 whip. Excellent numbers from the righty. Delivery from Bubba. Outside corner, knee high. Throw goes through to second. Bang, bang play. Davies gets back in head first. And even that was a little bit designed. Pauly looked like he was going to catch that ball on the mound until the last second, and he just let it go through. At the plate, Herman. Not Hermanson. My apologies. Tate Herman. And he asked for time here. Pauly taking a little too long for Herman's liking. He'll step out, adjust the batting gloves. In the MLB, you'd only get 1 of those. 1-2. Pauly trying to get out of the inning here. Wahpeton and West Fargo are scoreless on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Here comes the pitch. Popped up. Behind the plate, Jackson Fleeflet giving chase, and it's just going to get over the net. And Fleeflet, you wonder how tired he is at this point of the season. He has caught 27 consecutive games. He caught back-to-back games at the West Fargo Aces. It was 87 degrees that day, and they were playing on turf, so it was probably about 107. He did not get a break. So we have a 1-2 count here, 2 down. Runner on second base. Braxton Pauly and Wahpeton trying to get out of here. Pauly comes set. Kappas playing with the runner at second. Pauly fires home. Just off the outside corner for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Braxton was able to strike out the number 3 hitter, Carson Wilkie, and now he'll have to deal with the lefty cleanup man, Tate Herman. Pauly comes set out of the stretch. Big pitch here. Steps off the back of the rubber. A little bit of a chess match between Herman and Pauly. See if Braxton plays with fire here. A high fastball. That's his chase pitch. That's also a pitch a lefty can do a lot of damage on, especially your cleanup hitter. Pauly taking an extended period of time again. A long look into the plate. He will deliver home. Curveball hammered to center field. Hinckley drifting back. He's got it measured. Out number 3, and Braxton Pauly works around a runner in scoring position for the second straight inning. After 2.5 complete, Wahpeton 0, West Fargo Vets 0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick, having a blast here at John Randall Field. This is the regular season finale for Wahpeton. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors on B92.7 FM.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install select front and rear brake pads and 4 select rotors. Up to $20 in rebates on select AC Delco batteries. Up to $15 in rebates on the purchase of 3 select AC Delco wiper blades. And up to $10 in rebates on the purchase and install of select AC Delco cabin air and engine filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. SmithMotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Welcome back to this North Dakota Class A East Region American Legion baseball game. Wahpeton Post 20 welcoming the West Fargo Vets to town. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 0-0 as Wahpeton comes to the plate in the bottom of the third with Cooper Klosterman. He takes a fastball right down Broadway, belt high, strike 1. It's Jack Davies, 2 innings complete, no hits, no walks, 2 Ks. Misses off the plate, 1-1. Just a reminder to check out our Post 20 docuseries that I've been producing over at kbmwnews.com under the videos tab. Klosterman takes another pitch outside for a ball. 2 episodes about 18 minutes long each covering Wahpeton's season. Episode 3 coming soon. Stay tuned for that. 2-1 count to Klosterman. Sweet chin music for ball 3. The docuseries features the Perm Tournament, which Wahpeton won. It also features the Post 20 Tournament, which they hosted and swept. 3-1 delivery to Klosterman. Good-looking pitch. He can't do much with it, fouls it off. That was one that lights the eyes up on a big hitter like Klosterman. About chest high, right down the middle. Something you can do damage on. Full count pitch from Davies. Fastball up and out, and Klosterman can't connect. Strike 3. So the next docuseries episode is going to be a blast, folks. We got games at Young Field in West Fargo. Beautiful field. A split with the West Fargo Aces as Joe Brew comes to the plate, going to get his first at-bat in a long time. He turns away on a curveball. It comes back in for strike 1. We also got Valley City games and very hotly contested games between Devils Lake and Wahpeton and Kindred as well. That ball sails off the plate, 1-1 to Joe Brew. Josiah Brewer, a fan favorite here, a team favorite amongst his teammates. Great fielder, getting a chance to swing the stick here, and he fouls that one off. He's had a couple diving catches this year. He had 1 in right field and 1 in left field, and he's always good at getting to the baseball and throwing it back in, making sure runners have to go base by base when they get a hit. So Josiah Brewer, he's got his back against the wall here, 1-2 count. Righty with a slightly open stance. Check swing, and that one is high. Good eyeballs there by Josiah Brewer. He wanted that one, but he laid off at the last second. Evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a curveball, freezes him. Another strikeout for Davies. Jack Davies, he's got it going on right now. 4 strikeouts so far for Davies. That brings Wahpeton to the top of the order here. Davies has a no-hitter going in the early innings, and Kappas has something to say about that. But it doesn't go through. It's a chopper to third base, fire to first, and that will do it. So we're through 3 innings here, cruising along 0-0 between Wahpeton and the West Fargo Vets on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick at John Randall Field. We will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors. This is East Region Baseball on B92.7 FM.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Hey, friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KN today.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7, and thank you to all you lovely listeners who are hanging around, who've been listening to hits from 2KN today all day. Now we got baseball. Wahpeton, senior night, and they have their senior pitcher on the mound, Braxton Pauley, throwing a gem. Locked into a pitcher's duel with Jack Davies of the West Fargo Vets. 0-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Let's start the top of the fourth. Pitch on the way from Pauley. That one fouled back. Fleetfoot's going to give it a look, and it's out of play. Bounces onto the concourse. And you can't help but be happy for Braxton Pauley, a young man who rehabbed his elbow for about 6 months, thought it might be a Tommy John type situation. Got it back into throwing shape, and he's been lights out. 1.75 ERA, 3-1 record. The hero of last year's state tournament when they needed somebody to step up outside of their big three of pitchers, Caden Kappas, Jaden King, Caden Hockert. It was Braxton Pauley who shut down Castleton in the semifinal round of the state tournament. 0-1 delivery from Braxton Pauley. Outside, Fleetfoot tries to drag it back in, but he's not going to trick Craig Peterson, experienced home plate umpire. Pauley working out of the windup, 1-1 count. That one hit to center field. Miles Hinckley trots over to his left. Easy catch for the first out of the fourth inning. Get your scoreboard updated on the KBMW News Live YouTube. We are in the top of the fourth inning. Bryce Nelson coming to the plate for the West Fargo Vets. First pitch to the left-handed Nelson is fouled off into the parking lot. And next week we will have all your Wahpeton games from the East Region Tournament at Jack Williams Stadium. That one hit a mile high from Nelson, and Jaden King is giving chase in right field. He's over by the foul fence, and he tracks it down. Jaden Big Bird King showing off that ostrich speed out there. Good range, and of course you can't see it because we have the two poles here in the stadium seating that blocks off the right and left field line, but a phenomenal ranging play from Jaden King. I mean, that's got to be like 35 yards. Quickly, 2 outs from Pauley as he throws a cutter on the outside corner for strike one. That's one thing Wahpeton has in the outfield, the luxury of speed. 0-1 pitch from Pauley, just below the kneecaps for a ball. Clemenson at the plate, he's 0 for 1. Falls that one back onto First Street into somebody's yard. They're mowing the lawn. They're going to get the ball right away. Good hustle. Throwing it right back over towards the field. As Pauley just misses upstairs with the 1-2, 2-2 count. Working out of the windup. Nobody on. 2 outs. Pauley trying to make it 4 scoreless innings. Chopper towards third. Bad hop over Hayek's head. Caden Kappas knocks it down on the outfield grass, and that's an infield single. That one bounced right off the lip and just skyrocketed over Hayek's head. So a hit for Clemenson makes him 1 for 2, and it gives the Vets a 2-out base runner. And that's the stuff you got to do against a good pitcher. With 2 outs, you got to manufacture a good at-bat, find a way on, and elevate the pitch count. Try to knock him out of the game early. First pitch to Horde is outside for a ball. Pauly, 54 pitches, so he's been humming along efficiently. Nips the knees with a well-placed fastball there. 1-1 from Braxton Pauly. Pauly takes a look at first base, and he'll go home with it. Swing and a miss right over the top of the ball. That one dropped off the table. Looked like it might have just been a simple changeup that lost some velocity at the end, and it does the job. 2-strike count now. 2 outs. Braxton Pauly leaves that one off the plate by design, most likely. We now have a 2-2 count. Pauly comes set out of the stretch. Down and out. Count is now 2-2, excuse me. Pauly comes set, trying to get a strikeout and slam the door here. Fouled back into the catcher's mask. Fleeflet shakes it off, and Craig Peterson wants to walk the ball out, but Fleeflet signals to him, let's go. Let's keep this at-bat going. So quickly, the ball is back to Braxton Pauly, and he's going to deliver. Swing and a miss, up and in. Bubba shoots the jukebox, strike 3. That's going to do it for the 4th inning. 4 scoreless innings for Braxton Bubba Pauly. Wahpeton and the West Fargo Vets deadlocked at 0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th. Wahpeton's going to try to crack it open in their regular season finale on B92.7 FM.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
All right, we're back at John Randall Field. First pitch of the bottom of the 4th from Jack Davies is outside to Aiden Hayek. Wahpeton trying to take the lead here in their regular season finale and home finale and senior night, as Hayek takes a fastball to even it at 1-1. Just enough time during that commercial break to have a Snickers, because I'm not myself when I'm hungry. So hope I can put a little pep in my step for the rest of the game here, which has been a phenomenal one, folks. It's 0-0. Wahpeton does have 3 errors, but the pitching has been just upper-class stuff from Braxton Pauly of Wahpeton and Jack Davies of West Fargo Vets. Davies leaves that one down and in, and Hayek has a 2-2 count here at the plate. Hayek batting in the number 2 spot of the order for the first time this summer. .328 average entering the game. Fouls that one straight back into the net. Sacrifice bunt by Hayek was successful his first time up, so he's officially 0-for-0 in the box score today with a sack. Hayek wearing number 12. 2-2 delivery. Just above the belt there. A dangerous take by Hayek, but he's got a better view than we do, and the count is now full. Davies, 3-2 pitch to Aiden Hayek. Hayek hits that one off the end cap. Little dribbler that Davies tracks down himself. Underhand throw to first for the out. That brings up Jackson Fleetfoot. A rare strikeout from Fleetfoot on an inside slider is what it looked like. His first at bat caught him looking. Take a look at Fleetfoot's numbers on the season. Another incredible summer for Jackson Fleetfoot to this point. Jackson Fleetfoot, 73 at-bats this season. He's batting .411, .594 on base, .534 slugging. And that pitch is high. Fleetfoot has 13 doubles, 3 triples, and a bomb. Quickly, he's ahead in this count 2-0. His 26 RBIs trail only Jaden King's 28. He's also second on the team with 30 runs scored and 12 hit by pitch. 2-0 delivery to Jackson Fleetfoot. That one's a neck-high fastball, 3-0 count. On the season, Jackson Fleetfoot has walked 18 times. He's only struck out 7 times. 3-0 pitch off the plate for ball 4. So his 19th walk of the season. That leads Post 20. And teams obviously pitching around him after he hit 7 home runs last year, but hasn't really mattered because he's got this guy batting behind him in the order, Jaden King. .358 average, leads the team with 2 home runs and 28 RBIs. So 1 down, Jackson Fleetfoot on first, Jaden King at the dish. First pitch is a fastball outside for a ball. And Davies losing it a little bit? I don't know. It's hard to say. He's pitched 3 shutout innings, but his control not quite as good. He's thrown 5 straight balls here. 1-0 to King. Hard grounder to short. Bobbled. Throw to first is, it appeared to be quite a bit late, but nonetheless, it's an out call at first. So a tough break there for Wahpeton, as it looked like King was able to beat that one out, but the call won't go his way. He'll jog back to the dugout, and we're going to get a courtesy runner with 2 outs at second base. Carter Hockert's going to run for Jackson Fleetfoot.
Your second baseman, number 3, Skyler Blado.
So Wahpeton 2 down, runner on second. Skyler Blado at the plate. Blado had the inside-out swing that he hit to the shallow grass in right last time up. The second baseman corralled it, overthrew first, but Blado turned towards second, and the catcher alertly backed up the play and threw him out at first. 0-1. Blado takes a fastball outside. It's 1-1. So that play was made by Scholand, the shortstop. He had a double play opportunity, but he bobbled it and threw King out at first, and now we have 2 down. Blado hits that one opposite field, and it's going to run foul towards the bullpen. So Blado will be staring down a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Courtesy runner Carter Hockert is on second base. Waiting on deck is Braxton Pauley. Blado, the right-handed second baseman, really a utility player, but today he's over at the Keystone. Open stance, has a 2-strike count on him. Curveball hits him. So nice job taking one for the team there. Looked like that one just clipped him in the oblique as it made its way back towards the inner half of the plate. And Wahpeton's going to have runners on first and second for Braxton Pauley, who swings a heavy stick. Kid's got some pop in his bat. He has a home run this year and a couple doubles. He's worked his way into an everyday role as a hitter. Last year he was basically a pitcher only. Earlier this season, of course, he was coming back from injury, but now he's a pitcher and a DH for this team even when he's not on the mound. Davies working out of the stretch. 3-quarter delivery is in the dirt for a ball. Pauley could do well getting ahead in this count. Sit red dead fastball. .1-0 pitch to Braxton Pauley. Nice fastball in the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Pitcher on pitcher in this 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the fourth inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 1-1 on the way. Spin and throw to second base. And oh boy, was that one close. Carter Hockert paused for a second. Didn't think the pitcher was going to throw it, and then he did, and he barely got his hand in with that sliding mitt. We'll do it again. 1-1 count to Braxton Pauley. Way outside, 2-1. So Davies just did a slow leg kick and turned towards second. Didn't throw it right away, but when he saw that Hockert wasn't moving and no hurry at all, he whipped it behind him, almost got the pick off. 2-1. Time. Just as Davies starts his leg kick, Pauley gets time. And pitchers do not like that, especially when they've started their motion. 2-1. Davies delivers to Pauley, leaves it outside again, and it's 3-1. Eli Kappas on deck, a strikeout victim, his first at-bat. Looks like his father, Coach Chris Kappas, is telling him to let it swing if you get the opportunity. As Davies jumps off the rubber and takes a look at Hockert. He gets back quicker this time. 3-1, 2 outs. Braxton Pauley at the plate. Go-ahead run on second. Bottom of the fourth inning. Pauley hits that one foul to the right side. 0-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jack Davies and Braxton Pauley treating us to a fine pitcher's duel tonight at John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick on B92.7 FM. Davies comes set. Full count. He's going to spin. Take a look at second base, but nobody's even holding Carter Hockert on. So the runners will be moving with the pitch here. 3-2, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Outside, bases are loaded. Braxton Pauley walks, presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Eli Kappas will have an opportunity with the bases juiced to do some damage. We'll get another courtesy runners. Looks like Braden Steffens is going to hustle out to run for your pitcher, Braxton Pauley. So the first adversity of the game for Jack Davies. He's got 2 outs here, bases loaded, 4 strikeouts so far. Way outside, just hung on to that fastball too long for ball 1. Swings and misses, that one on the outside corner. And Wahpeton is still hitless in this ball game, according to the official stats from Game Changer. One and one to Eli Kappas. Up and out, 2-1. Kappas hitting sub 200 on the season, but he does have some timely hits, and he does have an excellent eye at the plate, and he's up in the count, 2-1. Fastball inside corner, looking all the way there, 2-2. See if he gets his load in a little bit earlier here with the front foot. Put something in play with the bases loaded. Here comes the 2-2. That was a sweeper that covered about 18 inches and sailed off the plate. Tough one to lay off, but Kappas does. It's 3-2. Everybody's moving. 2 down. Eli Kappas at the plate in a 0-0 ball game. Payoff pitch on the way. Ball 4. Eli Kappas puts Wahpeton up 1-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard with a 6-pitch walk. Bottom of the fourth. Eli Kappas with an excellent at-bat. He laid off the 2-strike sweeper. Like I said, it had about a 1.5 feet of break. And Wahpeton takes the lead for the first time in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 over the West Fargo Vets Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We're going to have a quick Minn Kota Ag Product mound visit. And Eli Kappas, he is going to strike out sometimes because he's selective at the plate. But you'll get some of that too, some timely walks that'll move runners around. None bigger this season than that one. Gives Wahpeton a lead at the midway point of the ball game. Bases loaded, 2 down. Cooper Klosterman is going to get a shot here. First pitch from Davies, off-speed pitch that stays high, and he is having trouble finding the zone here. Just needs one more out to get his Vets team out of the inning in the bottom of the fourth. Klosterman skies the first pitch behind the plate, foul, out of play. Cooper Klosterman wearing number 9, the 6'4" righty. Having a pretty good season for Wahpeton Post 20. A little bit of up and down, but overall he's been a run producer for this team. He takes a fastball just down, works the count to 2-1. So the numbers on the year for Klosterman, 267 average. He does have a pair of doubles, a triple, and 18 RBIs. That one in under the hands, and he's up in this count 3-1. Nowhere to put him if you're Jack Davies. Just walked in the first run of the game, Eli Kappas. Now he's got a 3-1 count to Cooper Klosterman. 3-1 pitch grounded back to the mound to Davies. He'll softly throw it to first. Best case scenario for Davies and the West Fargo Vets. They give up 1 run on a bases loaded walk to Eli Kappas. And Wahpeton leads 1-0 through 4 complete innings on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wannick. This is North Dakota Class A Baseball East Region regular season finale. Wahpeton and the Vets putting on a show here at John Randall Field. Stick around for what could be a firework finish on B92.7 FM.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
Jacob Scholand going to lead off the top of the 5th inning for the West Fargo Vets, and he lines one to Kappas at short. He goes for the backhand, and he can't glove it. That's going to be an E6, so that's the 4th error of the ball game for Wahpeton, but they still have a 1-0 lead. So they'll try to regroup. After that, E6 as Scholand gets on first base to start the inning. Wahpeton 1, West Fargo Vets 0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This is the opener of a doubleheader tonight. Braxton Pauley on the mound, spinning a gem here for Post 20. As he delivers, looked like a sacrifice bunt attempt, but it's a ball outside. Pauley so far tonight, 4 innings, 3 hits. Got a shutout going, 4 strikeouts as well. Comes set. Tries the pickoff at first. Nothing doing. We got a 1-0 count here. Batter is Owen Haugen. He's 0 for 2 today. Pauley has 63 pitches so far, so he's got plenty of leash left in this one. Steps off the back of the rubber. He'll run through the signs again with his catcher, Jackson Fleeflet. Pauley comes set, 1-0 count to Haugen. Sacrifice bunt, pulls it back just in time, and the pitch is outside in the dirt. Pauley kind of shakes his head there. He wants to ask the field umpire if he pulled the bat back, and Reed Johnson says yes, he did. So it's a 2-0 count here tying run on first base for West Fargo Vets in the top of the 5th inning. Pauly comes set, glove rests on his chest, delivery, sacrifice bunt attempt, foul. So that is the 4th time that the Vets have fouled off a sacrifice bunt attempt. Back to the basics. Struggling a little bit at getting it down. They did get one down, however, and Pauly opted to go to third with it, and the runner was safe last time. So we'll see what they do here with a 2-1 count. Owen Haugen at the plate. Squares around once again. 2-1 pitch. Hits a hard bunt over to Klosterman at first. He'll tag Haugen out. Haugen tries to sell it and keep running to the base, but Reed Johnson with a good angle saw the tag. So it's going to be the first out. Successful sacrifice bunt by Haugen. Brings up Jack Davies, trying to help his own cause here and tie the ball game with a runner on second base. It's a nice play by Klosterman just to stay right in the line after he got the ball and tag Haugen as he ran down the baseline to first. Pauly steps off the rubber. I don't know what he was doing there. He looked over at first like he was checking the runner, but there's nobody on first. Couple of strange things. We saw Jackson Fleeflet throw down to third earlier in the game with a runner on first. So, final game of the regular season. Some goofy stuff happening, but we had a great ball game here, folks. Wahpeton up 1-0. 5th inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pauly's offering is a curveball that stays upstairs. Ball 1 to Jack Davies. Davies is 1 for 2. Davies himself has a no-hitter going. Pauly comes set. Spin and throw to second base. It's going to be close. And that one actually hits the runner. Looked like it bounced off the ground and came up and hit the runner in the torso area. He's going to be okay. Dust himself off. We're going to get back to it here. 1-0 count, Jack Davies at the plate. Pauly taking an eternity here to get the signs, and Davies kind of relaxes for a second. Now he gets back to wagging the bat, and here we go. Davies swings through a fastball. Maybe should have called time there. After Pauly was looking into his crystal ball, figuring out what pitch he wanted to throw. Does get the fastball by him, and the count is 1-1. Another long exchange between Pauly and Fleeflet here. And he does come set. Davies digs into the box. Off-speed pitch outside. Fleeflet throws behind the runner at second base. Too much towards the second base side. So a very long at-bat so far. As it stands, 2 balls, 1 strike to Jack Davies. Pauly, a little quicker this time. In the stretch, delivery low and outside. 3-1. Not the worst case scenario if you walk the runner here and set up a force at every base. 3 balls, 1 strike. Braxton Pauly on the bump. Spin and throw to second again. Pretty good move. Scholin gets back easily, though. That was Skylar Blado covering the bag at second. So they've alternated between Blado and Kappas, keeping the Vets on their toes. Also a snap throw from your catcher, Fleeflet. Massive lead over there by Scholin, though. No fear. Kappas breaks behind him, gets him moving the wrong way, and that looked like a check swing strike, and it is going to be a foul ball is what Craig Peterson is signaling. I thought he went anyways from up here, but apparently the ball clipped the barrel, and we have a full count now. Full count to Davies. We'll see which pitcher wins this battle. Braxton Pauly comes set. Takes a look at second. He'll fire home. That one is laced to Hayek at third. Gets down to his knees, knocks it down, and they got the runner in a pickle between second and third. Kappas has it. And, he pump fakes and tries to tag the runner and loses the ball. They're trying to pick it up. Oh, no. Wahpeton overthrows third base. And now they got a runner caught between second and third again, but Davies will get back. And that was a wild sequence, folks. Kappas had him dead to rights in the rundown, put the tag on, and the ball popped out. Nice play by Hayek. That was hit on a frozen rope to third. He literally dropped down like a hockey catcher to both knees, knocked it down. He noticed that Sholin was midway between second and third, threw it to second. Blado threw it back to the shortstop, Kappas, and the rundown was on. Kappas was chasing Sholin, and there was nobody at second. Sholin could have ran all the way back, but he kept looking at Kappas, stumbled. Kappas reached down to tag him, and the ball popped out. Next thing you know, Jack Davies on second, Sholin on third. A little bit of trouble in paradise here for Post 20. Wahpeton 1, West Fargo Vets 0, top of the fifth. Tying run on third, go-ahead run on second for the Vets. There's only one down. Braxton Pauley just can't catch a break here on the mound. That one flied out to Hinckley in center, and that's going to score the tying run as West Fargo tags. And Sholin comes in, ties the ball game up on that sacrifice fly. 1-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got a ball game, folks. And what more could you ask for in the regular season finale for Wahpeton? 2 down. Braxton Pauley trying to get out of this inning. Vets trying to take the lead. Davies, the go-ahead run, is on second. Your cleanup man, Wilkie, is at the plate. Wahpeton's coming up to bat in the bottom half, and they have been no hit so far. Pauley comes set. Strike on the outside corner from Braxton Pauley. Pauley has given up 3 hits so far, 4 strikeouts, has not walked a batter. Absolute masterful outing so far for Braxton Pauley. He's been victim to 4 Wahpeton errors. That one is fouled down the third base line. Aiden Hayek gives it a look, but it's going to land over by the terrace where the Wahpeton Post 20 faithful sit down the third base line. So we'll go again here. Cleanup hitter at the plate for the Vets. And Pauley's fastball outside 0-2. Playing with his food a little bit there, trying to get a chase. And excuse me, this is Herman at the plate. Number 24, your first baseman, big lefty cleanup man, has a 1-2 count. Fastball off the plate once again, and the count is now even at 2-2. Go-ahead run at second base in a 1-1 ball game. Wahpeton righty Braxton Pauley trying to get out of this one. 76 pitches so far. And that's a hit to right field. Jaden King quickly gets it. They're waving the runner around, and they're going to hold him up at the last second. So a nice job by the West Fargo third base coach there, turning the windmill wave into a stop sign just in time. And a nice job by Jaden King and right to hit Cooper Klosterman, his cutoff. And if Braxton Pauley can get out of the inning here, that's going to prove to be a crucial relay from Jaden King to Cooper Klosterman. Runners on first and third. It will be interesting to see what the Vets do here because Wahpeton is not afraid to throw it through with Jackson Fleeflet. Rule number 1 in baseball is thou shalt not run on Jackson Fleeflet. So that's a quick way to get yourself out of the inning. So we'll see what the designs are. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. We'll see what the defense does, and we'll see what West Fargo does at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat from Braxton Pauley is a curveball on the outside corner for a strike. So nice job of mixing it up there in this 1-1 ball game. 0-1 from Pauley. Fastball on the outside corner. And Camarillo can't adjust to the speed. Way behind it, and he's down 0-2. Braxton Pauley trying to show what he's made of here and get out of this inning. He should have been out of the inning earlier in a rundown, and the ball popped out of Caden Kappas' glove on a tag. And then Wahpeton kind of kicked it around, trying to find it on the ground. The runner was kind of laying on top of the baseball. It was an odd sequence, but West Fargo tied it up. 0-2 pitch off the plate, 1-2. Pauly up to 80 pitches now. Pauly comes set, runners on the corners. Curveball right down the middle. Can't get it to come down enough. Just above the belt. It was one of those that was probably caught at the belt, but when it crossed the plate, it was a bit high, and now we're 2-2 in the count. 2-2 fastball up at the hands, and we have a full count. Runner takes second on defensive indifference. Braxton Pauly with a full count here to Camarillo. Strike three, outside and low. Fastball gets an ugly looking swing. It was a nice pitch. Braxton Pauly does a job there to get out of the inning, but not before the West Fargo Vets use a sacrifice fly to tie this baby up at 1-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Wahpeton, West Fargo Vets, East Region regular season finale on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Josiah Brewer going to get another crack at it here for Wahpeton. We're all tied at 1 through 4.5 innings. That curveball that got him last time comes right across the plate for strike one. And that curveball has zero break to it. It actually hits him right in the spine. So Josiah Brewer, he'll take it how he can get it. He's on base in a tie ball game on senior night. Getting an opportunity to bat, getting on base. That's all you can ask for. Usually a defensive specialist who does not bat, Josiah Brewer finds himself on first, hit by pitch. Caden Kappas squares for the sacrifice bunt, and the baseball gets away from the catcher but not too far. Gets enough leather on the fastball, and Brewer's not going to be able to make it to second. So Kappas pulls the bat back. It's 1-0. Kappas squares around to bunt again. He gets that one down right to the mound. Sacrifice bunt. Low throw to first from Davies, but they're able to get him out. And Josiah Brewer over to second base, representing the go-ahead run in the bottom of the fifth inning for Wahpeton Post 20 in this 1-1 ball game against the West Fargo Vets. Thank you to Carlson Family Insurance, our scoreboard sponsor. And shout out to our docuseries top-tier sponsors, Troy Vosberg at Finance Scope, Red River Valley and Western Railroad, and our friends at Circle of Nations Wahpeton Indian School. First pitch to Aiden Hayek is off the plate. You can check out that docuseries at kbmwnews.com under the videos tab. Guarantee you it's some highlights from angles and views that you've never seen before in American Legion Baseball. Close-up look at this Wahpeton team. 1-0 pitch to Aiden Hayek. Go-ahead run on second. He takes the fastball outside, so it's 2-0. Aiden Hayek putting himself in a prime position. Hayek wearing number 12. Batting from the right side of the plate. 2-0 offering on the way. Three-quarter delivery, can't find the outside edge. 3-0 count to Aiden Hayek. He's been one of Wahpeton's most timely hitters this season. He takes a curveball above the belt for ball 4, gets a long look into the plate from Davies, who thought he had a strike there. No bueno.
Now batting your catcher, number 7, Jackson Fleetfoot.
We're going to get a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit here with the always dangerous Jackson Fleetfoot at the plate. Wahpeton is tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th versus the West Fargo Vets on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Fleetfoot wearing number 7 and doing what number 7 always did, Joe Mauer, using his cleats to adjust the dirt in the batter's box, firm it up so he can get that power push. Hopefully put Wahpeton on top here with a runner on second base. We're going to have a pitching change, folks, so we're going to take a quick break here. Word from our sponsors. West Fargo Vets 1, Wahpeton 1, bottom of the 5th. We got a doozy here at John Randall Field. Stay tuned. B92.7 FM. I'm coming right back.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple. Integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to B92.7 FM, where the B stands for baseball, and you are listening to a good one right now, folks. 1-1. West Fargo Vets coming into this one 6-9 in the East region. Wahpeton 11-5, the number 2 seed as it stands. We're all knotted up in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody better to change that than Jackson Fleetfoot, Wahpeton's number 3 hitter at the plate. Runners on first and second. Pitching change, Owen Haugen on the mound. First pitch of the game from Haugen. Curveball and a nice one. 12-6 drops into the zone. He's got that straight up and down trajectory on his curveball. Nice straight over the top snap. 0-1 to Jackson Fleetfoot. Inside, doesn't miss by much. Had Fleetfoot bailing out, but it's a ball. 1-1. Jack Davies, a fantastic start for the Vets. He goes out to left field. Pitch on the way to Fleetfoot. Curveball. Hit to third. Diving stop. Touches the bag. Fires to first. Picked at first. SportsCenter Top 10 Web Gem. And that is going to end the inning. West Fargo Vets showing a little bit of fight here, keeping this game tied at 1. That was a diving snag at third. Throw over to first base. Diving snag by Camarillo. Throw over to first base. And the pick by Herman to complete that beautiful double play. Jackson Fleetfoot looked like he was going to have his 27th RBI, and Wahpeton was going to take the lead, but it's not meant to be, and we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning, all tied at 1. Stick around. I'm Robert Wanick from John Randall Field, East Region regular season finale on B92.7 FM.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go Hagel.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I believe that was Ryan Camarillo at third base, looking like Nolan Arenado over there. Diving stop to his backhand side, popped up, touched third, and threw it over to first base for an inning-ending double play. And Braxton Pauley takes the mound once again for Wahpeton now. Top of the sixth inning, tied 1-1 with the West Fargo Vets. First pitch from Pauley, a weak pop fly into foul territory. Aiden Hayek giving chase, and the third baseman gets turned around, but makes the catch. Good concentration by Aiden Hayek, who is two-stepping with the third base coach from the West Fargo Vets. But he does make the catch. One pitch, one out for Braxton Pauley. After a long inning in the fifth, he could certainly use that. So Pauley back to work now. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Braxton Pauley, 85 pitches. Clemenson at the plate. Thought about swinging at that one, but it just kept running away for a ball. Clemenson 1 for 2 on the day. 4 hits for the Vets, 4 errors for Wahpeton. That one is upstairs for a ball, and it's 2-1. Pauley will try to reel it back in here. Pauley 3-1 on the season, looking for win number 4 today, going deep into this ball game. 2-1 offering from Braxton Pauley. Misses off the plate, 3-1. So good AB for Clemenson here from the West Fargo Vets. Clemenson, your 7-hitter, takes strike 2. So we have a full count now. Braxton Pauley says, not so quick. Let's run it back. Payoff pitch. Pauley into the windup. Leg kick, belt high. Righty goes over the top. Swing and a miss. Bubba shoots the jukebox again. Another K for Braxton Pauley. That's 6 Ks on the day. 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 6 Ks, no walks for Braxton Pauley. So he goes to work. Strike 1 to Horde. So Pauley's got 2 quick outs here, 91 pitches. 0-1 to Horde. Swing and a miss, high chatter 0-2. Pauley in a great spot here to get out of this inning. Here comes pitch number 93 of the game. Hit to Blado at second base. 3/4 throw to first. Gets him by about a step. And that does it for the top of the 6th inning. 1-1. Wahpeton trying to take the lead in their home finale, regular season finale, here, senior night at John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick, and I'll be right back on B92.7 FM.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install select front and rear brake pads and 4 select rotors. Up to $20 in rebates on select AC Delco batteries. Up to $15 in rebates on the purchase of 3 select AC Delco wiper blades. And up to $10 in rebates on the purchase and install of select AC Delco cabin air and engine filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. SmithMotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick. Bottom of the 6th inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The West Fargo Vets 1, Wahpeton Post 21. East Region regular season finale. It's been a pitcher's duel. Jaden King at the plate for Wahpeton. First pitch is off the plate on the inner half for a ball. So Jack Davies starts for the Vets. He goes 4 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. The pitch is on the way to King, and he hits that one through the hole past the diving third baseman Camarillo, and that's going to be a single. So Wahpeton's official scoring had Davies down for no hits through 4 1/3 innings. Up in the press box, I think we kind of got a unanimous consensus up here that Skylar Blado's hit to the right side was a single, but It didn't matter anyways because Davies was pulled after 4 1/3 innings, and now Owen Haugen gives up his first hit of the ball game. Jaden King with a single to the left side. Speaking of Blado, he's at the plate. He squares to bunt, and the fastball is outside. So 2 hits so far for Wahpeton Post 20, 4 for the Vets in an old school pitcher's duel. 1-0 to Skylar Blado. He squares to bunt again. Gets that one down. Haugen's going to field it. Fire to first in plenty of time. Sacrifice bunt. Moves Jaden King to second base. Braxton Pauley. And I'm not sure if Braxton's going to come out for the next inning. He has 93 pitches. But a single here could score King and put him in line for the win. We'll see what Bubba's got in his bag here at the plate. First pitch gives him a haircut up and in. Able to get out of the way, ball 1. Braxton Pauley does have a home run on the season. That one was versus the West Fargo Jets, or the Fargo Jets, excuse me. Follows that one to the backstop. Evens the count at 1-1 strike. Eli Kappas on deck. He's responsible for the only RBI of the game for Wahpeton, a bases-loaded walk that put Wahpeton up 1-0. Pitch on the way to Braxton. Pauley tying run at second. Pauley takes a sweeper outside in the dirt. That one started on the outer half and just kept moving away. Haugen, he comes set, and he's got this closed stance. Gives him a good look at the runner at second. Pauley hits that one off the end cap. Foul. So Haugen does a nice job of hiding his pitch selection because his front leg is completely closed, and he keeps that ball way back in his delivery so you don't see it till the last second. We have 2-2 count here. Buries one in the dirt. Gets a golfer swing out of Pauley for strike 3. Second out of the inning. Jaden King on second base. He represents the go-ahead run. Eli Kappas trying to do what he's in the lineup to do. He's your designated hitter. Trying to put his team on top for the second time this game. First pitch is a fastball off the plate, gets to the backstop, and Jaden King leisurely gets over to third base. Go-ahead run, 90 feet away. Eli Kappas has a 1-0 count to work with here. I would say the squeeze play is completely out of the question here. Kappas not known for his speed, and there is 2 outs. Maybe if it was his brother or Caden Kappas or one of the other guys at the top, potentially, as he takes another ball that climbed the ladder. Haugen's asking home plate umpire Craig Peterson if that one was up. Clearly yes. 2-0 count. Curveball stays upstairs, and he's behind Kappas 3-0 with Cooper Klosterman on deck. And we'll see if Eli gets the green light here. It's a big spot. 3-0 pitch. Fastball, belt high. Strike 1. Owen Haugen trying to work his way back from a 3-0 count. Wahpeton is tied with West Fargo Vets 1-1. Delivery on the way to Eli Kappas. Swing and a miss, falls forward. 3-2. So the count is now full to Wahpeton's designated hitter with the go-ahead run on third base. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the 6th. Payoff pitch. Kappas hits down the first base line. It bounces off the bag. And your first baseman backhands it, keeps his eye on it. Herman gets the out, touches the base. We're going to head to the final inning here, the 7th inning, tied at 1-1. Wahpeton and the West Fargo Vets. We got a pitcher's duel at John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick, coming right back with more East Region Baseball on B92.7.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. We have a fantastic game here to round out the regular season at John Randall Field. Wahpeton 1, West Fargo Vets 1. It's the 7th inning, baby. We got a good one on our hands. Braxton Pauley at the forefront. He's on the mound, and he will return for the 7th inning. The Wahpeton pitcher has been dynamite tonight. 6 complete, 4 hits allowed, no walks, 6 strikeouts, no earned runs. 4 errors behind Pauley. Otherwise, he would be in line for the victory. But he's going to go right back to work here. Try to get it done. First pitch of the 7th inning. Up and in. Ball 1. Wahpeton with 2 hits in the ball game. 1-1 now. Here comes Pauley's 1-1, fouled back into Fleetfoot's face mask. No harm, no foul. Jackson's ready to go behind the plate. Pauley's got a 1-2 count. Scholand at the plate. He scored the only run of the game so far for the Vets after he was lucky enough to get out of a rundown between second and third. He fell down. Caden Kappas tagged him. The ball popped out. And everybody was looking for it as Scholand scampered to third and then came around to score on a sacrifice fly. 1-2 pitch from Braxton Pauley. Fouled back into the netting. That sacrifice fly for the West Fargo Vets came off the bat of Wilkie. They have 4 hits in the ball game. So we'll do it again here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Braxton Pauley, the offering. That one's hit pretty hard to right field. Here comes Jaden King. He'll check up and let it bounce. So that's a single. An in-between ball, and Jaden King a couple steps away from getting there. Nice piece of 2-strike opposite field hitting for Scholand, his first hit of the ball game. 98 pitches for Braxton Pauley, and Coach Kappas is going to come out. We'll see if he pulls him or if he's just going to check on him and give him a little advice, a little pick-me-up here. This mound visit is presented by Minn Kota Ag Products, also a sponsor of our Post 20 docuseries. And that is going to do it for Braxton Pauley. What a night for that young man, senior night here at John Randall Field. Braxton Bubba Pauley, great start. Nothing to hang his hat about. He will be responsible for the runner on first base. He's gone 6 innings, 5 hits, no walks, 6 Ks. The only run on his line is unearned. And Wahpeton Post 20 certified closer, Skylar Blado, is going to come in the game. Let's take a look at Skylar's numbers this year. He's been used almost exclusively in the 7th inning role with pretty good results. He did give up a home run versus Devil's Lake, a 2-run homer to Hunter Remick. But outside of that, he has been pretty good at slamming the door on teams. As we take a look at his numbers, Skylar Blado has pitched 21.2 innings this year. He's 2-2. He's 5 for 5 in save opportunities, so he has not blown a save this year. His ERA is 4.20. 26 runners left on base, so a good ability to work around traffic, which he will have to do with a runner on first base. Opponents have hit .234 against Skylar Blado, so nothing to write home about for opposing batters there. 15 strikeouts, 10 walks. So not a whole lot of strikeout stuff for Blado. He does have some nasty off speed when he's able to get ahead with his fastball. We'll see what he can do here in an intense situation, 1-1 on senior night. Jackson Fleetfoot's going to go out there in an episode number 2 of our Post 20 docuseries. Fleetfoot went out for a mound visit versus the Fargo Bombers and Blado promptly used his bender for strike 3 of the ball game. Actually, it was a bender followed by a fastball low and out. And he said, you know what, Jackson comes out there and he just makes me laugh. He just makes funny faces, lightens the mood. That's what having a good catcher can do, keep the chemistry up. First pitch from Blado. Bunted up into the air. Fleetfoot's going to give chase, and it's going to get to the backstop. We've seen Fleetfoot catch many of those balls, but that one he didn't quite get a great beat on it off the bat. It lands on the warning track right by the fence behind home plate. So 0-1 here. Skylar Blado gets ahead in the count. Nobody out, top of the 7th. Blado comes set, right-handed delivery. Sacrifice bunt. That one's popped in the air again. Here comes Fleetfoot, and he lays out almost the same spot, but it's foul. About a glove length away from him, he throws it back to Blado, who can't see it because of the sun. They're going to have a laugh about that, but Blado is up 0-2 here. This would be a huge out. 1-1 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. West Fargo has a runner on first. Top 7. Skylar Blado, 2-strike delivery. Swing and a miss. Skylar Blado gets the first out of the 7th inning with a high fastball.
Up next, your left fielder, number 12, Jack.
So a couple bunts into foul territory, and then Blado just challenges him with the gas. He can't catch up. So here we go. 1 down, runner on first. Blado, post 20 closer, coming in for Pauly. That one is hit to center field. Couple steps back for Hinckley, and he comes jogging in to catch it. That's how you do it. All you young players, get behind the baseball. 2 down. 5 pitches, 2 outs for Skylar Blado. Carson Wilkie's going to come to the plate. Go-ahead run on first base. 2 outs. He's going to have to face 7th inning specialist Skylar Blado. And Jackson Fleetfoot calls for time at the last second there. So they'll run through the signs again. Blado comes set. Fastball inside corner. That gets Wilkie bailing out, and it's a strike. Fear the fastball. Blado dialing it up on the inner half. Looking good out there to start the 7th inning. 0-1. Blado comes set in the stretch. Takes a look at first. Slide step home. 0-2 at the knees. Snap throw to first base. Not in time. So Blado, a little extra pop on his fastball here. Senior night, and he's up 0-2. 2 down. Trying to keep this ball game tied and give Wahpeton a chance to walk it off in the bottom half. 0-2. Blado to Wilkie. Fouled out of play. So we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Blado's been leaning on that fastball all inning. Let's see if it's time to pull the string. Pickoff attempt at first base. Just to mix up the look. Blado comes set. 0-2. Curveball gets a foul ball into the netting. So a nice adjustment there at the plate. After Blado's been feeding this Vets lineup fastballs, Wilkie's able to foul that one into the net. Wilkie 0 for 2 on the day. Fastball grounded to Kappas at short. He's going to take it to second base himself and beat the runner there. So Skylar Blado comes in relief after Braxton Pauly fires 6 dominant innings, and Blado strands a runner on first. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Wahpeton 1, West Fargo Vets 1. Post 20's got a chance to walk it off at John Randall Field. I'll be right back on B92.7 FM.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KN today. AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley.
Here we go. East Region regular season finale, senior night for your hometown Wahpeton Post 20 team. They're tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Who's going to be the hero? Chance to walk it off, make some memories here. Braxton Pauly stepping up today for Post 20. 6 innings to start this game. And Skylar Blado, the closer, comes in. Strands a runner on first base, 1-2-3 in the 7th, and here we are, 1-1. Wahpeton 11-5 in the region coming into this game. They are in the number 2 spot. Devils Lake has clinched the number 1 spot, but Wahpeton coming off 2 ugly losses at Castleton, a team that is under 500 in the win-loss column, looking to get back in a big way tonight. And who wants it most in a 1-1 ball game? Great start from Jack Davies on the mound. He's given way to Owen Haugen, who is now on the mound for the Vets, and we're ready to rock in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Cooper Klosterman. Off-speed pitch just misses the outside corner. Gets a look of displeasure from Haugen on the mound, ball 1. Haugen quickly back to work. Klosterman chops it to third, and that's going to go right through the third baseman's legs, E5. He was expecting a hop, and it just did not hop. I don't know if it hit a rock or what, but it just stayed on the ground, right through his legs. That's what they talk about, working your way from down to up, and he just stayed up on that ball the whole time, never broke down. Cooper Klosterman starts off the bottom of the 7th, reaching on error. So Josiah Brewer, who reached last time, he was hit by a pitch right in the number 4 on his back. He'll come up again. He squares around to bunt, pulls back on a curveball that almost came back into the strike zone. And Joe Brew wasn't even looking at the ball, but he lucks out. Ball 1. Got to pick up that spin here. 1-0. Fastball. He bunts it straight up into the air, and the catcher's going to catch it, and Brewer's a little frustrated there. He slams the handle of the bat on the plate. Carter Hockert is running at first base now. And we're back to the top of the order with Caden Kappas. Kappas lines that one down the third baseline, followed by about a foot. Jumped all over that fastball, turned on it just a little too quickly. So 0-1 to Caden Kappas. Carter Hockert is your pinch runner on first base. He will replace Cooper Klosterman. Wahpeton is tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pickoff move to first base, and Carter Hockert is out. Good throw, good tag, and Wahpeton's back to square one here. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order, bases clear. Caden Kappas. Curveball for strike 2 of the AB, and just like that, Owen Haugen's got a chance to get out of this inning after giving up the, it was an error to the leadoff man, Cooper Klosterman. 2-strike pitch to Caden Kappas. Just down and out. One ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 7th, 1-1 game. Just a bit off the plate. Evens the count at 2-2. So Caden Kappas trying to fight his way tooth and nail back into this count. 2-2 from Haugen to Kappas. Breaking ball. Kappas waits, fouls it off. Nothing easy in this ball game, which has been a war of attrition. We'll see which team has more stamina to pull it off. 2-2 to Caden Kappas. And he takes strike 3, looking knee high on the outer half. And Wahpeton goes down in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. We have extra innings in Wahpeton's regular season finale. West Fargo Vets 1, Wahpeton 1. We're going to the 8th inning after a quick break on B92.7 FM.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. In the Midwest always want the entry system from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source. You can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated entry systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
All right, we got bonus baseball here as the first pitch of the 8th inning from Skylar Blado is a strike on the outside corner. Wahpeton tied at 1 with the West Fargo Vets. Wahpeton went scoreless in the bottom of the 7th. And Blado gets ahead 0-2, so Blado has his stuff dialed in tonight. He replaced Braxton Pauley after Pauley fired 6 marvelous innings. Blado held the Vets scoreless in the 7th. 0-2 pitch from Blado, just off the plate. Trying to get a chase there out of Herman, but he cannot. Blado working out of the windup. Right-handed delivery. Off-speed pitch, buries it in the dirt. We have a 2-2 count. So 5 hits for the Vets, 3 hits for Wahpeton, but the story has been 4 Wahpeton errors. 2-2. Blado gets him whiffing. Climbs the ladder. Strike 3 for the first out. Skylar Blado, not a long reliever and not a starter for sure. He's basically 7th inning specialist, and he's been good. Swing and a miss at another fastball. It's Camarillo at the plate. Camarillo, excuse me. So far in this ball game, Blado has pitched 1 1/3 innings. 2 of those outs via K. As he throws a ball off the plate, 1-1. One offering from Skylar Blado, and that one he just lost control of that one, and he hits Camarillo in the back, and that's going to put the go-ahead run on first with 1 out in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Bryce Nelson. Nelson, the lefty. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Moderate lead at first base for Camarillo. He's not going anywhere with a lead like that. He stays put, and Nelson swings over the top of that one. Pulls out the 9-iron. 0-1 as Blado is doing a great job of working ahead in these counts. 0-2. Fastball dots the inside corner, and Camarillo has no lead at first base. So I don't know if he's got a leash tied to the bag or what is going on. But he's not interested in expanding his real estate over there. 0-2 pitch from Blado. Fouled out of play. And you'd think in a game where you're tied 1-1, you would put somebody out there that's got some base running chops or some speed, but Camarillo is tied to the base at first. All right, back to the batter. Skylar Blado comes set. 0-2. Off-speed pitch. Leaves it outside. Can't get a chase out of Nelson. And we'll see if Blado stays around the plate here or if he just goes right at Nelson with that fastball. 0-2, and he does go fastball down the middle, and it is hit a long way to right field. Jaden King giving chase off the foul fence, about 285 feet to right. King gave chase. Just ran out of room. Bounces off the tubing on the foul fence and right. Good contact by Nelson. It's going to go down as a long strike, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now that would have been a shot in the arm for this Vets team in the top of the 8th inning. We'll see what Blado does here after that fastball produced some loud contact. 1-2. He goes back to the fastball, nearly hits Nelson, and it's 2-2. So Blado not quite as sharp this inning as he was in the 7th. He's up to 23 pitches. Blado comes set. Big 2-2 offering here. High fastball hit hard to Klosterman. He snags it at first, and he touches the base. Right place, right time. Cooper Klosterman. Wahpeton's going to have another chance to walk it off here in their home finale, their regular season finale, tied at 1 with the West Fargo Vets on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Let's take a quick break and then come back for the bottom of the 8th. We got extra innings at John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wannick on B92.7 FM.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wannick, and we're still tied at 1-1. West Fargo Vets coming in here trying to upset the number 2 seed in the East Region, Wahpeton. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bonus baseball here on B92.7 FM. Wahpeton, the number 2 spot in the order, it's Aiden Hayek. He will start off the bottom half of the 8th facing Owen Haugen. First pitch to Hayek is hit on a line to left field, and that's going to be a single. First hit of the ball game for number 12. He chops some wood over there in celebration at first base, and we'll see if that's the spark Wahpeton needs with Jackson Fleeflet at the plate. Wearing number 7, doing the catching duties for the 28th game this season. Fleeflet, 13 doubles, 3 triples, and a homer to his name this season. He steps in the right-handed batter's box. Couple wags of the bat, and here we go. Curveball. Haugen not trying to give him a fastball on the first pitch, and he sneaks that curveball in for a strike. 0-1. Fleeflet steps back in the batter's box. Runner on first. Squares around a bunt, and he swings at it. And Hayek gets into third base as the throwdown is dropped. Big break there. So Fleeflet squares around a bunt, and he literally swings the bat while he's holding it in a bunt style. And Hayek goes to second base, slides in head first. Looked like he was left out to dry, but the ball was dropped. So the winning run is on second base. Looks like Fleeflet's got an 0-2 count here. Fleeflet lays off the sweeper. Haugen throws it way outside. Ball 1. 1-2. Fleeflet tries to work his way back into this count against West Fargo Vets reliever Owen Haugen. 1-2 pitch is hit pretty hard to center field. The diving attempt is no good, and it's going to roll to deep center. And they're going to hold Hayek up at third base, and that's going to end up being a good call by Coach Chris Kappas as the ball was returned to the infield quite quickly by the Vets. So Fleeflet singles. I'm not sure how he only got to first base on that, but Fleeflet singles. Hayek is at third. And I suppose Fleeflet doesn't need to go farther than first base because the game ends if Hayek comes in. So that's my mistake there. Fleeflet with a single, advancing Hayek to third base. Horde made the diving attempt in center, and he couldn't get it. And they are going to walk Jaden King here so that they'll have the force at all 4 locations on the diamond. So ground ball, you have to go home. You have to cut down the go-ahead run. West Fargo Vets now have the force at the plate. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Skylar Blado, your closer, has a chance to win the ball game here and also earn the win on the mound. He'll face Owen Haugen. Blado steps into the right-handed batter's box with a wide-open stance. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Outside fastball, and he flails at it for strike 1. Sacrifice fly would do the job. Hard ground ball through the hole, even better. 0-1, Haugen to Blado. And that one is fouled out of play, and Haugen gets ahead 1-2. And, of course, if Haugen can come away with a strikeout here, the inning-ending double play is in play. Although I would reckon the Vets would probably still keep the infield up. But first, we got an 0-2 count to Skylar Blado with the bases juiced, bottom of the 8th inning. Blado lays off the inside changeup, 1-2. Big spot for Skylar Blado. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th, 1-1 game. Curveball. Blado watches that one as it goes by his face for a ball. 2-2. Blado showing some chops up there, some grit, some plate discipline, and he's got a 2-2 count. Bases loaded. Skylar Blado, a chance to play the hero. And he drives that one to left field. Ball game. Wahpeton wins 2-1, 8 innings, and they're going to storm Skylar Blado at first base. The Wahpeton closer comes in after a gem from Braxton Pauley. He slams the door with 2 scoreless innings and hits a walk-off single to left field. The boys are back, and they are headed into Game 2, victorious and confident. Wahpeton 2, the West Fargo Vets 1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. What a game to start the night, folks. It is now going to be a recognition for the Wahpeton seniors, and I'm going to take a quick break here on B92.7. We'll come back with your Miller Realty postgame show after we head down and get some shots of these boys of summer being celebrated after a walk-off win at John Randall Field.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.